Hello viewers, welcome to the Dateline Northeast, a program that gives an overview of the developments in India's Northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and here are the top stories of today's program. After historic Bodo agreement, government attempts for ULFA peace accord. Northeast region a high priority in the government's developmental agenda, says Finance Minister. And 4 factions of National Democratic Front of Bodoland initiate to restore peace, lay down arms. After the signing of the significant Bodo Peace Accord, all eyes are now on the United Liberation Front of Assam Independent. The centre and Assam state government are taking all possible measures to bring ULFA on board, appealing them to join the peace process. The Ministry of Home Affairs has made it clear that there will be no talks over sovereignty issue as per the demand of the ULFA chief Paresh Barua. A special report.
Insurgency in the Northeast region has been one of the core issues that have come to challenge the country's security and internal stability over the last few decades. But in recent years, violence and insurgency has dropped as many major militant outfits such as the National Socialist Council of Nagaland, National Democratic Front of Bodoland and the National Liberation Front of Tripura has shunned violence and joined the peace process. This centre has been playing an influential role in bringing the exponential growth in the Northeast by working extensively towards ending the insurgency crisis. After the historic Bodo Peace Accord was signed, all eyes are on the ULFA Independent to bring them over ground, and the Assam government has already called on ULFA Chief Paresh Barua to join the peace process for concord in the state.
Talks are on with the pro-talk faction of ULFA. We have made an offer to Mr. Paresh Barua, who is heading anti-talk faction of ULFA, also to join with the peace process. But this is not an easy thing because, as you know, they are demanding sovereignty. So this will be a complex process, but nevertheless, we are hopeful. As you know, that Naga Peace Accord has almost finalized. Assam has seen peace, and Mizoram and Tripura also, we have resolved all outstanding social and militant problem related to militancy.
As per latest reports, in line with the negotiation with the centre, ULFA Chief Paresh Barua has said that they would join the peace process with the centre only if sovereignty is the main agenda. Clarifying on this, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs Northeast Satyendra Garg said that there will be no talks over sovereignty issue with any militant group, and if any insurgent group wants to talk with the government, then they will have to abide by the Indian Constitution. He also reiterated that the centre is working at different levels to restore normalcy and peace in the region.
Basically, we don't discuss the processes which are going on, but whenever there is a breakthrough, whenever something happens, we'll announce. The only thing which Government of India keeps on insisting is that the group has to abide by the Constitution and absorb violence. So these generally are the conditions. So any groups, whether ULFA or say even Meitei groups or anybody, Government of India has welcomed even NDFBs. So far they had not agreed. But in the last, you have seen the developments where they agree to abide by Constitution. So we have talked to them, and now today you have seen the outcome of it. So this can happen to any groups, but two conditions are basic.
Moreover, it is worth noting that in recent years, thousands of cadres of banned outfit ULFA have surrendered and laid down arms before security forces as a mark of development. In fact, 2 ULFA independent cadres suspected to be involved in the Deoghar IED blast on 26 January 2020 were also apprehended by Chairai Dio police recently. The centre is most likely to sign the ULFA Peace Accord in April this year.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on 1st February tabled the Union Budget for 2021. The new Budget 2020 accords the highest priority to the overall development of the Northeastern region. In the Union Budget 2020, the Finance Minister has announced some important schemes ensuring smooth access to financial assistance from funding agencies. A report.
People of India.
The Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented Union Budget 2020 in the Parliament. on 1st February. The finance minister in her budget speech said the Northeast region has a very high priority in the government's development agenda.
Government is ensuring smooth access to financial assistance from multilateral and bilateral funding agencies to help introduce innovative and global best practices. Central government has effectively used an online portal to reduce gestation period of online. This has improved the flow of funds to the Northeast region.
Union Minister Jitendra Singh said that the hallmark of the budget 2020-21 accords the highest priority to the overall development of the Northeastern region. The budgetary allocation for the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region (DONA) saw a hike of over 14% from Rs 2,670 crore last year to Rs 3,049 crore in 2020-21. Addressing the joint session of Parliament, President Ramnath Kovind highlighted that the centre has made several provisions to ensure that granting citizenship to those who have been compelled to take shelter in India does not have any adverse cultural impact on any region, especially in the Northeast region. He also said capital cities of Sikkim, Mizoram, Manipur and Nagaland would be on the rail network by 2022.
आज तक जो भी जितना भी रेलवे का काम हुआ है बहुत अच्छा हुआ है और आगे को भी सोच रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा हो और पब्लिक के लिए कुछ और ट्रेन का सेवा बढ़ाया जाए तो इससे अच्छा होगा.
I think the government will be more giving focus on the skill development of the young generation to substantially, fight what we call an unemployment, which today, in fact, many youth are facing. So I'm pretty sure that this time the budget would be very, very progressive and would be very, very fruitful for the entire Northeasterners.
Besides a policy of 10% gross budgetary support to Northeastern region, the gross budgetary support to 54 non-exempt ministries increased by 12.62% in budget estimate of 2020-21 at Rs 60,112 crore over revised estimate 2019-20 at Rs 53,375 crore. The Finance Minister also named erstwhile Ahom capital Shivasagar in Upper Assam to be among 5 archaeological sites to be developed as iconic sites with on-site museums.
Inland waterways received a boost in the last 5 years. The Jal Vikas Marg on National Waterway 1 will be completed. Further, the 890-kilometer Dhubri-Sadiyar connectivity in Assam will be done by 2022.
Hailing the budget, Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal termed it a people-centric and pro-people and said it will fulfill the hopes and aspirations of the citizens of the country. Moving on, after the signing of the Bodo Peace Accord, 4 factions of the National Democratic Front of Bodoland NDFB recently laid down arms on the death anniversary of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, in Guwahati. More than 1,600 cadres surrendered in the presence of Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and other dignitaries.
The separatist militancy that has rocked the northeastern state of Assam since the late 1980s finally seemed to be under control, thanks to the centre's effort to end the decade-long crisis in the state. Major groups of insurgents including National Democratic Front of Bodoland and United Liberation Front of Assam Independent have surrendered and renounced the path of armed struggle that the state has been facing for many years. In yet another round, more than 1,600 cadres of all 4 factions of NDFB laid down arms in the presence of Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and Assam Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma at GMCH. This came right after the Bodo Peace Accord, which was signed on January 27 between the centre, 4 factions of NDFB and the Assam state government in the presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah.
This is a long history of conflict, armed struggle, especially at the behest of the National Democratic Front of Bodoland. So Assam has been facing it all right for quite some time, and now we expect an end to such a gory and violent history. And today is a red letter day, I would say.
The cadres deposited a total of 178 weapons including AK series rifle, M16 rifle and 4,803 rounds of live ammunition, 14 grenades and 2-inch mortar. Among the cadres, 836 from the NDFB Dhiren Bodo, NDFB Progressive Factions, 579 from NDFB Ranjan Diamari and 200 from NDFB as faction. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal viewed the arms laying down ceremony as a historic day coinciding with the 72nd death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, and that the day would mark a new chapter of peace and development in the Bodo areas and the state as a whole.
All the 4 sections of NDFB today laid down their arms, and the most prominent civil society organization of Bodoland, namely APSU and UBPO, has also signed this agreement. So this agreement will have durability, it will create stability, it will create peace and progress in Bodoland within the territorial integrity of Assam.
Later, the government assured that a comprehensive rehabilitation policy would be formulated to provide employment opportunities to the cadres for their overall development.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
As the death toll of coronavirus rises more than 427 in China, the Airport Authority of India has set up screening and testing counters at most of the airports in the Northeast region to tackle any eventuality arising out of the fatal virus. Following the advisories of the Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry, Tripura government has issued an alert in the whole state. In the state of Tripura, custom medical teams have been deputed at Maharaja Bir Bikram Airport to check the people entering the state. AAI Regional Executive Director NER Sanjeev Jindal said that the Lokopriya Gopinath Bordolo International Airport in Guwahati is the only airport in the Northeast region which receives international flight from Singapore and Bhutan. Assam's Health and Family Welfare Department has issued instructions to the joint directors in all the districts to make arrangement to screen passengers who came from China or Nepal. Also in Nagaland, Chief Minister Nefi Rio held a high-level meeting along with his cabinet colleagues and top health department officials. According to reports, 33 persons in the state with travel history of China and affected countries have been kept under observation. Sikkim's Rachna Books recently won the title of the best bookstore in the country in a program held at the Hyderabad Literary Festival. The festival was organized by the Food for Thought Foundation. The organization promotes silent warriors who are promoting reading not just in schools and libraries. Raman Shrestha, the owner of the bookstore, has been running this bookstore cum library for the past 19 years to promote and attract book lovers and writers of the region. Assam Council nabbed 2 cadres of insurgent outfit People's Democratic Council of Karbi Longri and confiscated a pistol along with ammunition from their possession. The accused have been identified as Armung Terang, 25 years, and Longam Tera, 21. At least 7 people were killed and many others were injured when a passenger bus fell into a gorge in Assam's Golpara district. The incident took place at Dubtara Kuthakoti area in the Golpara district. According to the reports, the bus, bearing registration number AS01BC2848, was coming from Dhubri to Guwahati. The driver lost control over the vehicle and it rammed into a roadside electric pole and fell into a gorge. 5 people died on the spot and 2 others succumbed to their injuries at the hospital. 25-year-old weightlifter Mirabai Chanu lifted 88 kg in snatch and 115 in clean and jerk to lift a total of 203 kg at the National Weightlifting Championships held in Kolkata. Chanu's effort has put her in the 4th place in the world rankings behind Chinese Jiang Huihao and Hao Zihui and Korean Ri Songgum. The Nationals serve as a testing ground for Chanu and other leading weightlifters ahead of the Olympic gold event Asian Championships that will be held in April 2020 in Nur Sultan, Kazakhstan.
Nagaland's Department of Social Welfare is the nodal department for implementing various schemes under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. A special camp was recently organized for persons with disabilities. The department distributed aids and appliances in Kohima. A report.
Under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, the Nagaland government has been taking various initiatives to empower the disadvantaged and marginalized sections of the society. In a recent camp held at the district hospital of Dimapur, aids and appliances were handed out to persons with disabilities. The camp was organized by Kolkata-based National Institute for Locomotor Disabilities (NILD) in collaboration with the District Disability Rehabilitation Center (DHD) and Prodigals Home in Kohima. For the last couple of years, positive changes has been seen for specially abled people.
The last few months, my office, we have been working with the various departments, with the government. The government has been very supportive, thankfully. And so we have been able to move forward in certain areas. And this year will be aggressively pushing forward.
A total of 13 visually impaired persons received the appliances. 7 persons were categorized under an intellectual disability, while 37 persons were categorized under cerebral palsy and 1 person with multiple disabilities. All of them received different aids and appliances as per their disability. Disabled-friendly toilets were also constructed by Dimapur Municipal Council at the DDRC premises.
Majority are from the locomotor, that is upper limb, lower limb disabled people, and hearing aid comes second. There are around 84 of them, and intellectually disabled are to be given aids and appliances, as well as visually impaired are to be given smart canes and braille keys, etc., and blind sticks. So altogether 244 are going to benefit. Most of them are from Dimapur, but also from different parts of Nagaland they have come for this camp.
Out of 244 persons, 88 of them were identified to have locomotor disabilities and received tricycles, wheelchairs, auxiliary crutches, walking sticks or artificial limbs, while 98 persons received hearing aids. Organizing a camp like this has given a ray of hope for the differently abled of the region.
Moving on to Tripura, the 65th National Games concluded recently in Agartala's Umakanta Mini Stadium, where students of different schools and institutions took part and showcased their talent in 36 different sports events. The game was organized by Tripura government under the initiative of School Game Federation of India to nurture the skill of young sportspersons of the country.
Tripura government provided the perfect platform in the form of the 65th National School Games to inculcate the spirit of sportsmanship and nurture the talent of the young players of the country. The event was inaugurated by Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in presence of Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Manoj Kanti Deb and Vice President of School Games Federation of India, Dr. Chako Joseph. The National Games concluded on a high note in Tripura's Agartala city on February 2nd, and it saw a large number of students with immense talent take part in different sports activities. More than 700 students from different institutes of the country participated in 36 events.
In these 5 days, they can prove their performance and who will be the winners. They will be the best in India. They can prove that. Not only that, the selection process is there. Who are the best players? That also we are identifying, and that can be, those who are better, and they can, further we can give them training, so that India will get good players, and India can form a very good players in the international levels.
The final of the Under-17 Football Championship saw a grueling match between Tripura and Sikkim, where Team Tripura emerged victorious with a 1-0 win.
इस तरह के जो ये टूर्नामेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं उससे हम लोग एक प्लेयर को बहुत फ़ायदा होता है. हम लोग को सिर्फ फुटबॉल ही नहीं खेलना है, लेकिन हम लोग को वो सेंस ऑफ ब्रदरहुड जो होता है वो भी डेवलप होता है. और ये इस तरह के नेशनल गेम्स से हम लोग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कोचेस आते हैं और हम लोग को स्काउट करते हैं और आगे हमारे फ्यूचर के लिए भी ये बहुत फ़ायदेमंद होता है.
The National Games provided the youth an opportunity to show their skills in various sports activities. Such games act as a catalyst to hone the abilities of budding sporting talents. An under-17 boys football match was played between Assam and Gujarat at Umakanta Mini Stadium during the opening ceremony. The participants viewed that such sports events not only give scope to perform and prove their mettle, but unites the youth from various states by bringing them closer.
ये बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ हम हमारा टैलेंट दिखा सकते हैं और दूसरों से सीख सकते हैं कुछ और इससे हमारी यूनिटी भी अच्छी रहती है दूसरे स्टेट्स के साथ.
It is worth mentioning that the Tripura state government in collaboration with the centre is making efforts to improve the quality of life of the youth by making them free from the addiction of drugs and achieving good health through sports. In another step to improve the sports culture of the state, a cricket coach will be provided in every village of Tripura under the management of Tripura Cricket Association or TCA, and TCA will pay 5,000 rupees for their coaching.
Well, carpentry work has always been considered a man's job. Not anymore. In today's episode, let's meet some skilled women carpenters from Manipur. Breaking all stereotypes, these woodworkers from Manipur have proven that they are no less than men. Take a look.
Carpentry work is a tough job and is traditionally a male-dominated industry. But that's not the case for these women in Karempikok village in Thoubal district of Manipur. Apart from the daily household activities, these women from Manipur are into carpentry profession. This carpentry house unit is run by a Manipuri carpenter, Kangjam Inaubi. So what made him employ women in his carpentry unit?
Yamna senthok lambi si lajadaba adugi waba adugi usang hangba ngamdaba sinmi kangbu singsi gi nupi singsi akhoigi leitadra macha machugi awaba kaino ji akhoigi phauda chelodna akhoigi adumaina tawna moji wana lelamba ji ubudagi aina akhoida thabaksi aina akhoi lekai ji gi oina nupi angang ji piba haitare.
Interestingly, in Karempikok village, most of the people are engaged in carpentry work. These women carpenters joined the unit along with their male family members and are equally contributing and at times do better than their male counterparts when it comes to elegance and finishing off the carpentry products. Although the working hours varies from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., most of them here work 4 to 5 hours a day. After giving it a final touch, these finished products are sold in the market with an amount ranging from 18,000 to 85,000 rupees. While some of them have just started learning the skill of carpentry work, some help in decorating the furniture items. Each worker here is earning 200 to 800 rupees per day according to their skills and working hours.
Nungai bi lam da samaina thabak suningai subam lai taba yawe ada khoi khunji da di loina nupi jing je amta lem na laitre loi thabak subam lai de yumdong khudingi khoi ayam na loi yum khudingi phanga truk lai ba adon samaina loina nupi jing thabak pi de.
Kangjam says that although there are many schemes available in the state, these women carpenters say they are more comfortable working here. These women carpenters may not have completed their education, but they are getting skilled in carving work and sustain their lives with dignity.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala, signing off. Goodbye and take care.